Hello everyone, this is Josh from your boy, Jump Like the One and Only, here with another exciting video. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about the music that I've been listening to recently, what I've been really vibing with, what I've been thinking is and, what I may not have been vibing with is hard. So when it comes to music that I've been listening to recently, I've definitely been listening to, I think the most out of anything else is Tyler, the Creator's album, Igor, which came out earlier this year, around like May 17th or something like that. This album completely passed me by. Didn't know that it even came out, but apparently it was like #1 on Billboard when it came out. In other words, saying that it was like a pretty big deal when it came out, like in like the music realm. Now, if you guys aren't familiar with Tyler the Creator, I'm familiar with Tyler the Creator mainly from some of his like older stuff that he's done, which has been what I would describe as like a I guess a more street form of like emo rap. I know that sounds weird, because a lot of emo rappers that you hear nowadays, I would say are getting closer and closer to having like a weird punk rocky, um, almost like pop feel to them. I feel like Tyler the Creator, when you listen to a lot of his older stuff, it's stuff that's like emotional, but sometimes silly, but normally like hard and vulgar, which is where I'm going for like the street vibe when I say that his older stuff was like street emo rap kind of stuff. Which is why when I listened to his Igor album, I was really blown away because it's just really different. Like it's not like that at all. It's very much so like a pop R&B soul kind of album, which if you were to ask anybody who knows me, those are not the genres that I am particularly interested in. I've never been a big fan of like pop or soul or R&B, but I will say that Igor is actually a pretty wonderful album. I think what I really vibe with about Igor is that it takes you on like this weird roller coaster journey, on like this twisted quest of understanding love and relationships. And it does a lot of very interesting things. Each song morphs into each other, but at the same time feels very different from the one before it. Um, Igor, I feel like, is a really solid album, and if you guys haven't heard Igor by Tyler the Creator, I would highly recommend it. Another thing that I've been listening to recently, but I haven't been into as much, is Rich Brian's Sailor. So, Rich Brian, if you're not familiar with him, he is an Indonesian rapper who learned English apparently through rap. That's what I've heard, but that's a little difficult to believe. But apparently, he learned English from listening to rap. And he has changed his name from Rich Chiga to Rich Brian. And over time, he's gone from being a more jokey rapper, similar to Tyler Creator in that they both kind of started off with kind of having rap songs that were kind of jokey, into having more serious pieces. Um, and you can really see them grow and develop over time as artists, as their art kind of changes. So, Rich Brian, I really like the song Kids that he has on Sailor. So Kids is a really solid piece. It's very inspirational. It has more of a boom bap feel, which is very different for him, and it feels kind of like a classic rap kind of thing, but not in a bad way. And I feel like Kids is probably one of the best songs that Rich Brian has done. Like period. I would say Kids and Glow Like That and History are probably Rich Brian's like three best songs. That being said, I feel like the rest of the Sailor album, from what I've heard, doesn't really hold up to Kids. Kids was so good that it just seems like everything else just isn't as good. Though, Pop 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 Pop, which is another song which is on Sailor, is also good. I think it's Ra Pa 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 Pa, is like something like that. That song is okay, but it's kind of just a song about like sex. It's not like the best thing in the world. But Kids is good. I'd recommend Kids. But I highly would recommend Igor, like Tyler the Creator's album. But if you guys want to check out the new Rich Brian stuff, I think Kids was good. And then other than that, I would say that I've been listening to some 80s Japanese fusion summer mix music. So I've listened to Volume 1 and I'm currently listening to Volume 2 of it. It's like fusion jazz, city pop, funk, and soul, but it's all like 80s Japanese music. You can find that on YouTube. Matter of fact, I'll put a link in the description to Igor, to Rich Brian's Kids, and to that Fusion Summer Mix Volume 1, all in the description box below so you guys can check them out. But yeah, that's the music that I've been listening to recently. What are some songs that you guys would want me to check out, or music that you guys have been listening to recently that you think is good? Feel free to post that into the comment section below. Truly appreciate it. But yeah, thank you all for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ring the ring notification bell to be notified whenever we do these videos. It's your friend, your boy, Jeb Like the One Only, logging out. Peace.